Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. The second annual Safety Forces vs. Community Flag football game was held at the Collinwood Athletic Complex. Young residents representing wards 8, 9, and 10 showed up strong to try to take down the Safety Forces for the second year in a row.
And it's an event that we put together every year for police and the community to get to know each other on different terms. And we use football as the vehicle to bring everybody together. Give the kids a chance to see the police out of their uniforms, out of the cars, and it gives the police a chance to see the kids basically not in an adversarial type situation that we've been experiencing in our community. So we feel it's a good event. It's been well attended. We have tremendous amount of support from the Cleveland Police Department, tremendous amount of support from all the elected officials out here, Councilman Polensik, Councilman Johnson, Councilman Conwell, tremendous support from the mayor's office. So it's a great event for everybody.
The ultimate goal of this event is just to show improvement in our communities are really trying to grow together and coexist with one another and fellowship.
This event is so vital for the Cleveland community. It's a platform to help the police and residents build a relationship to help improve the overall view of law enforcement.
Everybody talks about community. This is where rubber meets the road right here. This is positive interactions between the police and the community. We can do a lot of things. We can talk, we can hand out stickers, you can shake hands. We got to get the kids on their level, and this is a perfect example of that. Well, I've always been an outgoing personality, so when I'm on the street, I get out of the car and I talk to people, and I think that's important as a police officer to do. That's my niche. Some people are really good at, finding stolen cars and whatever. I'm really good at talking to people. So this is how I get involved. I'm a kid at heart. I was a school teacher before I was a police officer. So I like kids, I like the community.
Events like this rely on collaboration to be successful. Besides Cleveland law enforcement and the St. Clair Superior Development Corporation, the Salvation Army stepped up as another partner.
Salvation got involved because me and Brent Miter, as well as Rick Reynolds, we got to thinking about all the negatives that was going on in the community. So we felt that we wanted to step in and make a difference, which the Salvation Army, we really emphasizes on that, or trying to come into people's lives and make a positive image, to make sure that people's lives are much better. That's our mission, to bring God into their life. And so we felt that we would step into it because we felt that it was a good cause for the community, of just building great community relations.
Once the game got started, things got intense from a competitive standpoint. Last year, the game came down to the wire, but the community team came out victorious at the end, 20-18. This year, the Safety Force team had a chip on their shoulder, and it showed on the field. One passing play after another, and before you knew it, the Safety Forces team had a pretty good lead on the community team. And the final score was Safety Forces 20, Community 6.
We want people to leave here today with a different view of each other. We want the kids to look at the police differently, and we want some of the police officers to realize that all kids aren't bad. There are some good kids out here trying to do the right thing, and these are the kids that are participating in events like this.
The 6th annual Cleveland Scholastic Chess Open was held at John Carroll University. The Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity welcomed students and their families for a day full of fun competition and fellowship around the game of chess.
This tournament started, like I said, 6 years ago, and I'm happy that we can continue this. We have a nice turnout today. Actually, this tournament within the fraternity, I'm trying to make this a national event throughout the fraternity. We have 5 regions within the organization, and my goal and plan is to see this tournament simultaneously happening in all 5 regions on the same Saturday, offering the scholarships and job internships that we offer.
Chess is becoming more and more popular in the greater Cleveland area. Multiple organizations have been trying to push chess in the inner city, as well as offering free chess lessons in city recreation centers.
Anytime that I hear of a young person playing chess or see the opportunity of them playing, I get excited because I know the benefits that go along with it. What I would like to see in any Scholastic event within the Cleveland area, that there is at least 300 young people playing chess.
Chess is a sport that will help kids develop numerous skills that will benefit them throughout life.
The game of chess opens their minds up to the possibilities that they can use their skill sets that they need to be successful in school and in life, like analytical thinking, patience, concentration, high self-esteem. When a kid does well, they feel pretty good about themselves, and hopefully this will be one of those facets they can actually add to that.
What's unique about the Cleveland Scholastic Chess Open is what they offer the children besides trophies.
We have 3 scholarships on the table. One is with the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. It's a scholarship worth $3,500 per year for 4 years. So that scholarship is worth $14,000. We also have a scholarship from Alabama A&M University. The same dollar amount, $3,500 a year for 4 years. But they give me an additional one for the top finishing female. And I'm excited about that. She could come in 30th place, but if she's a top finishing female, she has dollars available if she decides that she wants to go to the University of Alabama A&M.
The Cleveland Scholastic Chess Open has impacted more than 500 students throughout its history, with hopes of one day being the largest chess tournament in the country. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
$150 over $90.
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a stroke are far from invisible or silent. If you've come off your treatment plan, get back on it, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The NFL has been under heavy scrutiny for players kneeling during the national anthem. But to show solidarity, Cleveland Browns players, owners, and coaches locked arms with law enforcement and the U.S. Armed Forces during the national anthem in their season opener. And to continue their positive relationship and build upon that great display of unity, the Browns held a town hall discussion where they invited Cleveland law enforcement, CMSD students, and current players to discuss some of the issues they encounter in the community.
The best way to ensure that we have a good outcome when our agendas don't see eye to eye is to communicate. Is to communicate and have dialogue with each other over issues that are very relevant and not necessarily easy issues to talk about or deal with, but they are essential to talk about and deal with if we want to get past them. And that's what this is about. So part of this is how do we get to know each other and get to know each other in a way that we can communicate, respect differences of opinion, but also respect each other so that we don't behave or say things that will be insulting or disrespectful to other people.
The event started off with small breakout sessions in which the MC would propose a topic and players, officers, and students will have small roundtable discussions.
Gentlemen, as you sit at your tables, if you will begin to converse with your students and colleagues about neighborhood perceptions. Let's begin with the thought of neighborhood perceptions. The question is, what's going on in our streets? What's happening in our communities? Secondly, what is your influence as a professional and as a professional athlete?
Today I spoke with the kids about having a great understanding of what's going on in the world. And sometimes I think that as individuals, we get caught up in our own small communities and we forget to acknowledge the world. I want these kids to realize the impact that they have on society and not just their communities, and the things that they do in their communities, how they impact our society. The one thing I got across to all of them was that they're all powerful. You know, every kid sitting at that table has the ability to make a change in this world, whether it be vocally, whether it be through legislation, whether it be through them creating opportunities in their community for kids to engage with law enforcement. They are characters of change.
If we want to change the community's perception of law enforcement, we first have to be able to listen to both sides to help build a strong relationship.
Well, hopefully, you know, they see, you know, I'm just a person just like they are. And, you know, if I could change one of their minds that, hey, you know, he's just a guy like me, and, you know, they have a better understanding.
I learned a lot today. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the different police officers that I was able to interact with today, knowing that they go out and put their lives on the line every day and not just thinking like they're out to get us. Me being an African-American male, that they're gonna profile me or racially profiling me.
So many times we never get to see that other side. We never get to see what the police are thinking. We never get to see a police officer that's black tell us they've been racially profiled. And I think these opportunities that we have here are priceless because it creates some transparency between us and law enforcement. We come from similar communities, we've had similar experiences, and every cop isn't a bad cop.
The Cleveland Browns are dedicated to helping bring change to the community, and hopefully this town hall discussion was a step in the right direction.
So I'll take what I learned today, and I'll know that when I go back into my communities that I'll be able to interact with the police officers, and I know that me being the leader like I am, I know that my peers and my friends will be able to interact with police officers as well. Once they see me interacting peacefully and having a great conversation with different police officers, the communication and the conversations that we'll have will be beneficial to the helping our community and helping the police officers and all of the kids that live in the community just know each other, so that we won't have all of these problems that we have now, to where it's like you have police pull up on you and you're scared. You're like, I don't even know who these people are. Or the police, on the other hand, the police pull up and they're like, I don't know what these kids are up to. I don't know what they have up their sleeves. They may be planning something or doing something. So them knowing us and us knowing them will be beneficial to our community, and it will help us in a lot of different ways.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop on our Cleveland sports scene.